Hey everyone, it's Icy. I hope you're all staying happy, healthy, and safe. Today, we just had a massive announcement by the Pokemon Company and Nintendo, and there is a huge game dropping. I don't know if I should say huge, but we finally got those Sinnoh remakes. So I was looking through the trailer, and I was thinking about all the things that I was seeing, and I was just kind of breaking it down in my head, and I realized not a lot of people were doing so. Not a lot of people had broken down the entire trailer and kind of gone over it for what it really is. So I figured I may as well put this up here. It's going to be more of an opinion piece, but I'm hoping that I can break down this trailer and showcase everything that there is to do so. It's a really short trailer. So from the start of this, let's just go over the obvious elephant in the room. Chibi style is back, and I'm not sure if I'm a fan of it this time. If you don't know, the last games to actually use Chibi style would be Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu. And if we're talking about in the main games itself, the last games that had Chibi style would be Pokemon X and Y and ORAS. But if you're looking here, you have to look at it from the front, because if you look at it from the back, like right here, it looks perfectly fine. If you look at it, say, from in the battle screen, the battles actually look wonderful. They look lovely. But if you look, let me see if I can find it again. There's a certain shot where it really looks squished up. It's not even this. It might actually be right here. Alright, I found it. It's this screenshot, or this portion right here. Look at Lucas right there. He looks so squished. This Chibi style is actually incredibly small compared to even ORAS. And I actually liked Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee's Chibi style. It looked decent. Like, it wasn't amazing. It wasn't like HD graphics or anything, but it was pretty cool. But aside from that, I think maybe the style will grow on us, and what's really important here is going to be the content. So I skimmed through the video as a whole and kind of tried to pick up on what we're getting. One of the first things I noticed here was that the Union Rooms are going to be back. If you don't know what the Union Rooms are, they're basically a spot where you can go in and you would meet other people. It's basically this big green room, and it's pretty true to the originals right here. Basically, if you were within short distance of somebody, you could go into a Union Room and you could trade, you could interact, you could see each other's trainer cards and do all sorts of things. You had little greetings, and I think your trainer sprite to other people looked, it took on the form of one of the trainer classes in the game. There was actually a psychic, I believe, in Orberg City, and you would talk to them, and they would say, what kind of trainer do you feel like you are? And if you said ace trainer or psychic or things like that, you would basically be seen as that in the Union Room to other people, which was really cool. Platinum also introduced a really cool feature. It's called spin trading. Basically, everybody has an egg in their inventory, and it can be up to like 4 people, and you just swap the eggs around, and it's really fun. But I don't know if this is going to have platinum features, unfortunately. There's also another big piece of content that I noticed, and if I can find it right there. I don't know if I missed it. Okay, there we go. We actually have the Underground. The Underground is coming back. The Underground was a big part of my childhood, actually. The Underground was basically this massive, literally underground maze where you could go down there, you could build a secret base, you could encounter people, you could dig up these little orbs that you could actually use to trade, or you could even bury them and they would grow depending on how long you left them buried. And it's really cool. The only bad thing about the Underground was, like the Union Rooms, it was within a short distance of other people. But hopefully, I don't know how they would do this, because if they did do this, if they did put it online, it would become incredibly crowded. But hopefully, for both of those methods, that they extend them to online somehow. I think that would be really cool. But I don't know if they'll do that. Aside from those pieces of content, though, we don't really know what we're getting. We don't know what kind of game we're going to be getting. We don't know if it's going to be just Diamond and Pearl, straight true to the remakes, or to the originals, I should say. And we don't know if we're going to get the extra content like the battle area, certain events, things like that. One of the things I did do, though, is I actually looked around at the different battle scenarios, and I looked at the different Pokemon that were involved, right? And I was looking to see which ones were there. And this one actually stood out to me. I didn't see any Pokemon that were in Platinum, that were shown in the video here. But I did notice Porygon, if I can go back a few seconds, like a split second. Okay, I'm not pausing that fast enough, but I think you saw it. Right there. There is Porygon Z. So there's something interesting about Porygon Z, and the thing about Porygon Z is it's not something you get during the main line of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. During Platinum, though, you actually get it during the story. Well, you can't get it. It's a trade Pokemon, so you need some help, and you need the held item. But the held item is actually in one of the galactic buildings, instead of being towards the post-game. So I don't know if this is a good sign. I don't know if I'm drawing conclusions here. I probably am. But I think that would be really, really cool if we had Platinum encounters. I don't know if anybody knows the meme about fire types in Sinnoh and how freaking rare they are, but I think that would be a wonderful update. Aside from that, though, there's one last thing I want to point out, and that's the statue in Eternia City. So I don't know if anybody's looked at this thing a little bit too closely. If you zoom in too much, or if you let the camera take it in too much, it kind of starts to fade. So let me play this again, and hopefully I can get to that point. But if you look, it does look like Dialga, but it looks a little bit different. I don't know if maybe they made the spines jut out in a weird fashion, but there's also this really weird circular orb. It looks like one of Palkia's shoulder blades that's on the right side of it. I don't know if anybody else knows that. So it could be that we're getting new forms. I mean, it's kind of expected, hopefully. I mean, it's kind of expected that they do something with the box legendaries at this point, especially after Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. Anyways, that's going to be it for this little bout of coverage right here. I'm sort of excited for this. I'm not quite sold on it yet. I don't think it's super amazing yet, but I have hopes, especially for what's to come soon. So thank you all so much for watching this with me and enjoying the coverage. I will most definitely catch you all on the next one. Peace.